हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल स्टेप एट में आपके टीचर सृष्टि। तो आज हम इंग्लिश की फॉर्म करने जा रहे हैं जिसका नाम है कीपिंग राइट। ये फ्लेमिंगो की पोइम है, टर्म 1 की आपकी पोइम है, तो इसको करना बड़ा ज़रूरी है। तो थोड़ा अच्छे से समझेंगे हम ताकि हमें कंसेप्ट इस पोइम के अच्छे से क्लियर हो जाए और हम इस पोइम को अच्छे से कर पाएंगे। वी एबल टू डू दिस पोइम वेरी नाइसली। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द पोम. If you are able to see on my screen what I am doing, I'm opting in highlighter so that I can highlight. So let's okay. This is my external pen. If I wanted to write, I will write from here. Okay. So now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. Now what the poet is saying, we are all going to count till 12 and up to counting 12 we will stand still. We will not do any work. Let me stop my video if I can. This book number 27. The poet urges everyone, ठीक है, us, everyone among us to count till 12. Okay, and up to which we should stand still. We shouldn't move. Now it would be visible, I think so. Yeah, to count till 12 and up to which we have to stay quiet. Okay, for once the face of the earth. Now why he wanted us to count to 12? It might be the question that can rise, because his logic was there are how many hours? 12 hours. Okay, how many months? 12 months. It's symbolizing that we are so much workaholics that he wanted us to have some time. Why some time? We are going to learn about it in the chapter. ठीक है, पॉइंट हमें बोल रहा है कि हमें अर्ज कर रहा है, हमें रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा है कि हम काउंट करें 12 तक. 12 तक क्यों? क्योंकि 12 रिप्रेजेंट करता है क्लॉक को, मंथ को. 12 मंथ होते हैं और 12 आवर्स होते हैं. सो 12 मंथ होते हैं इन एन ईयर. 12 आवर्स तक आप वेट करो. सो 12 इज एन वर्क जो आधा हो गया ना 24 आवर का. सो यू शुड वेट और स्टैंड स्टिल. ठीक है, why he wanted that? For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak. For once on the space of the earth, let's not speak. अब अर्थ को देखें और बोलना भूल जाए. Let's not speak any language. Let us stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. Now the poet wants us to admire our surrounding. ठीक है, the poet wanted us to wait for a second, ठीक है, without speaking any language. This is a way, ठीक है, basically this is a way to break the language barrier according to the poet. Without speaking any language, कोई अपनी language ना बोले. ठीक है, no harsh word must be spoken according to the poet. In this moment of the silence, the poet doesn't want anyone to move their arms. He wants us to remain motionless. ठीक है, सपोर्ट कहता है कि हम कुछ गलत ना बोलें, हम अपनी लैंग्वेज पे कंट्रोल करें, हम अर्थ को देखें, अर्थ को एडमायर करें और हम मोशनलेस रहें. It would be exotic moment. Without rush, without engines, we would all be together in a certain strangeness. Now what does the poet say? According to the poet, we all living in a strangeness moment. We all are treating each other as a stranger. ठीक है. Now the poet, what does the poet feels? He feels that the moment of the silence. So it would be, what is it representing here? So It would be, let me highlight it a little bit as it is. It will be visible now, I think. More and more highlighting. Okay. So now, as the poet says, it would be. It represents here. Now, it represents was the what is the it represent? It represents the silence. It would be exotic moving. The moment of the silence would be exotic, means unusual, very relaxing, very exciting one. It would be miracle. ठीक है, consequence, miracle consequences. Why? Because there would be no rush, without engines, a moment of silence, a moment of peace, where all will be together. As the poet knows that in our world there is so much pollution, so much noise, ठीक है, in the atmosphere, and this moment, why it is known as exhausted, why this moment is termed as exotic. That might also be a question that raises. So this moment is called to be as exotic because at this moment, it would be unfamiliar one. Okay, clear? Now, in this unusual period, the bond of the humanity will be stronger. How you can? We will all be together in a sudden strangeness. Without any strangers, we all be together. This will improve our bonds. ठीक है, पहले दो पैराग्राफ को वापस एक्सप्लेन कर रही हूँ मैं. Listen to me carefully. Now, what the point says to us, the poet says us to count till 12. The 12 represents the 12 month of the year. ठीक है, और 12 hours of a day means 24 का half, and we will all keep still. ठीक है, and until counting till 12 we should all keep still. ठीक है, we should all face the earth, we should all admire the surroundings, admire our earth. We should not speak any language, we should not speak any bad words to anyone. ठीक है, there should be a complete moment of the silence on the earth. ठीक है, no disputes over the language should be there. ठीक है, no language barrier should be there. So are you able to see how many explanation that language word is giving? What are the many significance this language word is telling? Different type of importance is of this word language. And then the poet says, let's stop for a second, not for 12, so let's stop for a second and just stand still without emotion, without moving our arm. Okay, in next line the poet says, it would be an exotic moment. What would it be? It would be an exotic moment. Okay, I have taken the screenshot. This will be available to you on Instagram, so follow me on that if you haven't till now. Okay, the what does the poet says now? That it would be an exotic moment to watch them, to watch this experience. Okay, clear up till now? Hope so. Exotic moment, it what does it means? It signifies the silence would be the exotic moment, exciting moment, unusual moment, and a non-familiar moment, strange experience it would be, because in the life of hustle and bustle, the moment will be without rush, without engines, as the poet is aware of the pollution that is spreading inside the country, or inside the world. We will all be together in this distinction place. We all will be together. This will help to build the bond of humanity stronger. Okay, Hope you are now clear with all the two paragraphs that I told you. Now let's move to the another paragraph. Okay, fisher. Let me just pick a written on my screen that you are able to see clearly. Okay. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm the whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt's hand. Now, what does the poet says here? He says that now the fishermen in the cold seas means in this moment of inactivity, the fishermen would not catch the cold sea. Basically, cold war. You must have listened. Means a moment of a silence. Silent war is known as cold war. Without a string of war, but war is there. World war. World, not world. Bird war. Bird war. कोल्ड वॉर कहते हैं ना विदाउट वर्ड्स जो वॉर होते हैं वर्ड वॉर. The fishermen in the cold sea would not harm the whales. Why? Because all are silent now. So now the fisherman has no chance by which it could harm the whales. And the man carrying salt will not hurt his hands because now he will not get the salt. He will not gather the salt. Salt just bear its bond. Bond को कहते हैं ना घाव खड़े कर देते हैं salt. So that would not happen because everybody would be stand still now. So, what this idea is suggestive of the thoughts that the human being would not destroy the nature. The man who gathers the salt will be able to tend its wounded hand for which he had no time earlier. Thus, both the nature and the human will be able to recover from their wounds. Now, are you able to see the contrasting situation between the two lines? Let me point them out for you. In this situation of these two lines, the poet is talking about recovery of the what you say of the nature, as no fishermen will be there, no fishes would be harmed, so the our nature would be able to recover itself. And in last two lines, in these two lines, the poet is pointing towards the wounds of the humans, the harms of the humans, that in this busy schedule, in this busy schedule of the humans, they have no time even to heal, to apply medicine to heal their wound. But now, as everybody is dying, still they have the time to heal their wounds. Okay. So what does he says? Hence the whales in the sea would be safe. This idea is suggestive of the whole thought that the human beings would not destroy the nature. The man who gathering the salt will be able to tend his wounded hands for which he had no time earlier. Both the nature and the human will be able to recover their wounds. Now let's move to the next line. Let me change my pen first. Highlighted my वापस आ जाता है. Okay, let's move forward. Those who prepare green wars, wars with the gas, wars with the fires, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in shaded, doing nothing. Now, what does he say? Its lines have the very deeper meaning if you understand them. Now, those who prepare green wars means the poet is now speaking about wars against green wars, means wars against environment. So he's highlighting in them as that mark with another pen as it's not visible. Green war here represent wars against nature. Green wars. ठीक है. I'm highlighting it out completely so that you are able. Those who prepare green wars, ठीक है, means wars against humanity as well as environment, all kinds of war, including uses of the gases, means harmful gases जो use करते हैं war में. War with the fire, using the fire. Victory with the no survivor. It's very deep meaning in this line. Victory. Sorry. Can I erase it out? Wait. Yeah. Victory with no survivors. Because in war, one party, not political party, one party which is fighting may get victory. But do you think this victory is of any advantage? Because this victory the person gets by killing thousands of lives. So I don't think this victory will be of any advantage, and that's what the poet is also highlighting. Would put on clean clothes. Clean clothes means clothes without blood. Okay, and walk with their own brothers, and they will live like their own brothers. There will be no blood on the clothes, so put clean clothes signifies that here. Okay. So now listen. The poet now speaks of those wars of all the kinds, including that of the chemicals or the poisonous gases, wars that bring death and destructions, war that leave none of war that leave none to celebrate victory. He says that such men should stop their activity, shed their clothes stained with the blood of humanity, put new clothes, and walk their brothers, building brotherhood. The poet implies would the war-torn world should be replaced by the one with atmosphere of peace, brotherhood, and harmony. He shaded doing nothing. Now, just try to understand what I'm teaching. It would be easy for you to understand. But I want should not be confused. I don't want total inactivity. Life is what about it is about. Okay, I want no truck with death. So the poet explains or clarifies his idea of inactivity. Okay, the poet says that he doesn't want total inactivity. He doesn't want that no work should be done. The people should stand still. They shouldn't go to their work. No, the poet doesn't wanted that. Okay, who is advocating the need for the silence. That voice should not be confused with the total inactivity. He doesn't want any occasion with the death. He says that life is meant to be lived. Basically, the inactivity means inactivity in hatred. He just wanted the life of the love to be said, to be celebrated. Okay, the poet makes a clarification that thought he is advocating the needs for the silence. This advice should be not be confused with the total inactivity. He does not want any occasion with the death. He says that life is meant to be lived. Now moving to the next paragraph. I want no trucks with the death. Okay, which means same. Okay, if we were not a single minded about keeping, let me move, if it if we were not a single minded about keeping our life moving and for once could do and nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness or never understanding ourselves and of treating ourselves with the death. Now what does the point want to say here? I think it's last paragraph. Okay, second last paragraph. The point further advises the people should stop being self-centered and selfish. Okay, I want, if we were not a single-minded about keeping our life moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence. वो कहता अगर हमें नहीं पता हमें क्या करना चाहिए, हम नहीं सिंगल माइंडेड है मूव करने में, तो हमें चुप ही रहना चाहिए. वी शुड कीप साइलेंस. ठीक है. The point for the advisors, the people should stop being self-centered and selfish. For one moment, they should not think of keeping their life moving, meeting their ends, or fulfilling their duties. That huge silence which will arise from such a moment will only serve to help the people. It will help them introspect and overcome their sadness or of failing to understand themselves. Okay. Little bit tired, but not to worry. I have to complete the chapter. I will be completing some question answers too of this chapter. आगे वीडियोस आएंगी.